So we can have that. Okay. All right.
Hey, Clarissa, I can't hear you. You're on mute.
Whoops. All right. There we go. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Thank you. I think I accidentally pressed it by accident. So thanks. All right. So you're going to go ahead and you're going to lay down flat onto your back with your knees bent. You're going to take your fingers and place them right onto the top of your rib cage, located underneath the bra line here. Feel free to close your eyes if you want. Take a nice deep breath in and expand the ribs into your hands. And then exhale, pull the ribs from your hands. Inhale, press the ribs into your hands. And exhale, let the air fall out. Draw the navel in towards your spine. 3 more. Inhale, press your ribs into your hands. Exhale, draw everything in. Last 2. Inhale, press. Exhale, release. 1 more time. Inhale. And exhale. That's your diaphragmatic breathing. I want you to think about that breath pattern as we go through our exercises. From here, place your hands down by your sides and think about opening up the collarbone or pressing the back of your shoulders down into the mat. Exhale, bring your right leg to tabletop or in line with your hip. We'll start with heel taps. Inhale, reach your heel away from your body, tapping the heel onto the floor if you can. Exhale, bring it back up, nice and slow. Inhale, lower the heel down. Exhale, bring it back up. As you do this exercise, press the back of the arms, back of the shoulders, and glutes into the mat. At the same time, keep your left leg still so it doesn't move, and that really helps you isolate from the lower abs. Last 2. Inhale down, exhale up. Go ahead and place your right foot flat onto the floor. Let's switch sides. Exhale, bring your left leg to tabletop. Same concept. Inhale, lower your left heel down from the hip crease. Exhale, pull it back in from the abdominals. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Back of the shoulders are still pressing into the mat. Tailbone is heavy into the mat as well. Last 4. And 3. Draw the navel in nice and tight on the way up. 2. And 1. Go ahead and place your foot back down. Bring the bottom or the soles of your feet together. The knees will naturally splay apart. Again, still laying flat, press those triceps down. Allow the knees to open up as much as they can right now, just to feel a nice stretch along the groin. Now, see if you can lengthen and press your lower back into the mat a little bit more. You're going to start to feel your abdominals pull in towards each other, and that's what we want. Exhale, pull the knees together. Inhale, open the knees out. Exhale, draw the knees together like you're zipping up your jeans. Inhale, open out. Last 3. Exhale, draw the knees together. Inhale, open. And 2. Exhale, squeeze, draw it in. Inhale, open. 1 more. Exhale, squeeze. And inhale, open. Stay open. Take your hands, press them gently onto your thighs, and allow the knees to fall down. You might feel a sensation in the groin and hip flexor. Just take a moment, let it happen, and just breathe. We're here for a total of 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently bring the knees back together, squeezing the inner thighs. We'll go into a traditional Pilates exercise called the 100, which is really good for core. So from here, exhale, bring your right leg to tabletop position. Take a nice deep breath in, expanding the rib cage, and then exhale, bring the left leg to tabletop position. We're going to keep our head down for today. Draw the abs in, and then start pumping the arms like you're bouncing basketballs up and down with the arms. Now, as you're pumping, reach the fingers away from your body and imagine that you're bouncing a ball onto your abdominals or a shot glass. If this feels like it's too much, you can always place the feet back down. But for a little extra challenge, like I said, try to keep the legs in tabletop position. So here is the breathing pattern. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in through the ribs and then let it out through the ribs. 2 more. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5. And out, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 more. Keep pumping long and strong. And then stop pumping. Place the right heel down, then the left heel down. Okay. We're going to go back to the heel taps, but now we're going to increase it a little bit, increase the intensity just a hair. So pressing the back of the triceps down. Exhale, bring the right leg to tabletop. And then exhale, bring the left leg to tabletop. Inhale, lower the right heel down. And then exhale, lower the left heel down. So you're alternating. You do not have to touch the floor each time. You can always shorten the range and come here. Just remember that the movement is coming from the hip, so it doesn't have to be super big, but you can touch the floor, go for it. If not, it's okay. Over time, you'll be able to do it. Took me a little bit after this pregnancy to be able to touch the floor again. Last 4 and 3, alternating each time, 2 and 1. Go ahead and pull the knees in towards your chest. At any point you feel the lower back activating, you don't want that, so just shorten the range. All right, we'll go into the single leg stretch, or the single leg circle rather. Bring your right leg up towards the ceiling and reach for your right hamstring. Pull the leg towards you and keep the toe pointed so you get a good stretch in the shin. Now, if you have the flexibility, go for your calf muscle and then flex the foot and point. When you flex and point, it naturally starts to draw your abs in and keep your core activated. So it's really gentle in a nice way, but still good for activation. Keep flexing and pointing. Last 2 and 1. Keep your toe pointed. Remember, it's coming from the ankle joint, so really point at the ankle. Hands can go down by your sides. Keep the left knee still and press through the big toe. Take your right leg, raise it up against the left leg, go out the width of your mat, and come up using your abs. So it comes down, grazing against the left knee, out the width of your mat, and then it goes up. 3 more. Down, out, around, and up. Last 2. Down, out, around, and up. 1 more. Down, out, around, and up. Now we're thinking about our breathing pattern as we reverse. So we're going to inhale out, down, and around. Exhale, use your lower abs to bring leg up. Inhale out, down, and around. Exhale, lower abs, bring it up. Last 3, inhale out, down, and around. Exhale, bring it up. 2 more, inhale out, down, and around. Exhale up. 1 more, inhale out, down, and around. Exhale up. Pull the knee in towards your chest. And if you felt it in your hip flexor, that is very normal because it's not a common move that we do often, but really good for opening up the hips. Okay, we're now going to switch legs. So start by pressing your palms into the mat. Extend your left leg up towards the ceiling. Grab the back of the left hamstring and then point and flex the foot. You'll already start to feel the back of the leg activate here, which is good. Just a few more, and keeping the navel pulled in. Last one. And then keep your toe pointed. Make sure your right foot is still, doesn't move, just like it did on the other side. Hands come down. We'll then inhale, lower our left leg down, graze it up against the right knee. Bring it around the width of the mat and up. Exhale. Inhale, down and around. Exhale, up. 3 more. Inhale, down and around. Exhale, up. And 2. Inhale, down and around. Exhale, up. 1 more. Inhale, down and around. Exhale, up. Let's reverse. Same concept. Try to keep the hip bones pressing down. Hips don't move. They stay still in this exercise. Right big toe is pressing firm into the mat. 1 more. Inhale, out, down, and around. Exhale, up. Go ahead and pull the knee in towards the chest. Feet come down nice and flat. Now we're going to start to target the upper abs by laying flat onto our back. So go ahead and bring your legs about hip distance apart, okay? And then inhale, float the arms up towards the ceiling here. We'll start with some shoulder press downs and ups. So inhale, press the back of the shoulders down. Naturally, you want to arch your back, but think about keeping the back of the bra line pressing into the mat. And then exhale, allow the shoulders to lift off the mat. Inhale, press down. Exhale, lift the shoulders up. This is called retraction when the shoulders come down and protraction of the shoulders here. And the reason why I'm telling you that is because when you are carrying your baby, your shoulders will naturally roll forward. We don't really want that because that just builds bad movement patterns. So you want to try to keep your shoulders pressed back and aligned with your ears to prevent you from having strain in the neck and in the middle back. So that's why I'm telling you this. 1 more. Keep the back of the shoulders down. Ball up the fists as if you're holding 5-pound weights. Then inhale, bring your arms in line with your ears. Keep the back of the bra line pressing into the mat. Exhale, use your upper abs to float the arms back in line with your shoulders. Inhale, press the arms back near the ears if you can. Keep the bra line heavy, keep the tailbone heavy into the mat. Exhale, use your core to bring the arms up. 5 more. Inhale, arms back. Exhale, arms up. Last 4. Inhale, back. Exhale, up. And 3, inhale, back. We open up the ribs, exhale, up. And 2, inhale, back. Exhale, up. Keep the back of the shoulders heavy. Inhale, back. And exhale, up. Now bring your arms back 1 more time. See if they can go a little bit lower. Keep the bra line pressing. A little bit lower. Maybe a little bit lower. Open up the arms. Keep the bra line pressing. And maybe you just have your fingertips touch the floor, and that's okay. My main thing is I want your bra line touching the floor more than anything else. And eventually you'll be able to get the back of the palms nice and flat, but that does take time. So breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. And I'm going to go ahead and flatten the back of my palms just because it feels good on my body today. Inhale and exhale. And again, back of the bra line is heavy, so the back of the palms may not touch. Just depends on level of tightness. Inhale and exhale. 1 more. Inhale and exhale. Start to bring your right arm in line with the shoulder. Bring the left arm in line with the shoulder. Ball up the fist once again. We're going to do arm circles. So inhale, bring the arms in line with the ears, keep the back of the broad line heavy into the mat. Bring your arms out to a T, then back up towards the ceiling. Arms go back with the ears, out to a T, and then maybe down by the hips and up towards the ceiling. So you go ears, T, hips, and shoulders. And we smooth it out into a nice big circle. And again, really focus and concentrate and make sure the arms are circling at the exact same time. Keep the back of the broad line and tailbone heavy into the mat. One more. And finish with the arms in line with the shoulders. Let's reverse it. Press the back of the shoulder blades down in case they started to lift. Then we bring our arms down by our hips, out to a T, and up near ears and shoulders. Down by the hips, out to a T, ears and shoulders, and then we smooth it out into a nice circle, moving our arms at the exact same time. Requires a lot of deep focus here. Last 3. And 2. And 1. And then lower the hands back down. Might need to do a little shimmy and shake because you might have felt some activation on the top of the shoulder, which is great. We'll go into the single leg stretch. So exhale, pull your right knee in towards your chest. Take your right hand and place it onto your right ankle or shin, because if your leg doesn't get there, that's okay. Shin is totally fine, but goal is the ankle. Take the left hand, place it just below your right knee, and give it a good hug by using your bicep muscles to pull the leg in. Then exhale, float your left leg to tabletop position, okay? Then extend your leg up at a 45 or up to a 90, okay? You'll then try to keep your abdominals off of the thighs by drawing it in. Elbows are nice and tight. Pull your right knee towards your right ear and switch legs. Pull the left knee towards the left ear. And when you switch, make sure the left hand is on the left ankle and the right hand is onto the left knee. And then switch, pull it in, 1, 2, and switch, line the knees with your ears. Keep the abdominals pulling in. And if you want more of a challenge, you can always bring the legs a little lower, but you've got to keep your tailbone heavy on the mat. If at any point your lower back is arching, I want you to bring your legs up a little higher. Last 3, and 2, and 1. Pull both knees in. Maybe you can touch the ankles. Maybe you can touch the shins. You're going to make a V with your feet. So heels together, toes apart. The knees will naturally start to separate, but they're not wider than the shoulders. You'll then have the toes nice and pointed or relaxed. You'll exhale, pull the knees in. Should feel nice for the lower back. Then take your hands, place them onto your thighs. Push the legs out at a 45-degree angle, pressing your hands into your thighs and your thighs into your legs. And then bend the knees, touch the ankles here. Hands go into the thighs, use your core to push the legs away from your body. Tailbone is heavy and the legs can always go up higher if needed. So bend the knees, I'll show it with it higher. Hands go into the thighs, push out and away. 2 more. Bend the knees, touch the shins or the ankles. Using your hands and fighting against them, push away. 1 more. Bend the knees, touch the ankles, get that nice stretch. Hands go onto the thighs and push away. Bring the legs up towards the ceiling now. And if you have to have a bend in your knee, that is totally fine. Okay, legs come up. You'll then bring your right leg a little closer towards your face. This is called single straight leg stretch in Pilates, or scissor legs, because we like to just simply make a scissor. Flex your feet, pull your right leg towards you, 1, 2, and then switch legs. 1, 2, and switch. Nice little stretch for the back of the legs here. 1, 2, and switch. Keep the abdominals pulling in towards your spine the whole time. Last 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Keep both legs up. Hands go at the creases of your knees. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, draw the navel in, extend the legs. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, extend the legs. Last 2, exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, extend the legs. Last 1, bend the knees. And extend the legs. Go ahead and bang your knees down. Place your right foot onto the mat, and then your left foot onto the mat. Bring your feet, ankles, and knees together, as if nothing can go in between them. Hands go back down to your sides here. Press your triceps into the mat. Take a nice deep breath in, and then exhale. Squeeze the knees and inner thighs together as much as you can. You should feel the inner thighs firing off for 8, 7, 6, 5. Squeeze it more. 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Let's repeat that 2 more times. Exhale, squeeze the ankles, knees, and inner thighs together for 10, 9, 8, 7. Squeeze it tighter. 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Final 1. 3 is a magic number. Here we go. Exhale, squeeze the inner thighs and knees together for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and relax. Let's start working our legs and glutes a little bit, because that is all part of your core too. So bring your legs hip distance apart and lift all 10 toes off the mat. I'm trying to be dramatic with my toe lift. So lift all 10 toes. Then place your pinky toe, 4th, 3rd, 2nd, and big toe down onto the mat. You should have naturally felt your arches start to activate the inner part of your foot. Hands stay flat. Press the triceps down. Start to curl the tailbone under like a dog that got in trouble and its tail is between its legs. Start to lift your butt, lower back, middle back, upper back, all the way up as high as you can. Keep your big toes pressing down and the toes are relaxed as if you're at the nail salon getting your feet done. Okay. Then slowly come down from the upper back, maybe the bra line touches, then the middle back, then the waistline, then the lower back, and your tailbone is the last thing to touch. And again, find that curl as if a dog got in trouble. Curl it under with your lower back, waistline, middle back, bra line, and upper back off of the mat. Use your triceps to press firm, and then come all the way down from your upper back, middle back, and the lower back. You might even find that you're doing some chihuahua shapes, and that's normal. Your glutes and lower abs is firing off at the same time, and they like to do that. 2 more. Curl the tailbone under and lift the glutes, lower back, waistline, bra line, upper back, all the way up. Such a nice stretch here too for the hips and thighs. Slowly come down from the upper back. Press your triceps more into the mat. Middle back, waistline, lower back, and tailbone. 1 more. Make sure all 10 toes are pressed down firm. Curl it under and lift up, 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 up. Now, from here, draw your navel in, zip up your imaginary jeans here, and just maintain this posture for 5, 4, 3, 2, I know I count slow, and 1. Slowly come down from the bra line, waistline, lower back, tailbone, and relax. Go ahead and sway your legs side to side. Now, we're going to turn to our side. And there's just a certain way that I want you guys to think about getting up and down, especially during this sensitive time in our lives. So you just had a baby not that long ago. I'm going to turn to my left, but if you happen to be turning to your right, you'll just switch arms here. So you'll sway your legs in one direction here. Take your hand that is on the same side that you swayed the legs and place it in front of your chest, okay? And you'll use that to kind of push yourself up, okay? Always at this, until maybe I would recommend to your baby 12 to 16 weeks postpartum, turn to your side. Don't like lay flat and sit up, because that's just going to create that diastasis recti, that split in the abs. And we don't want that, because then it's going to be harder and harder to recover from it. Okay, so come towards the back of your mat, and we're going to lay onto our side and place one hand behind your head, or if this feels more comfortable for you today, you can lay onto your arm, whatever you decide. Start to bring your knees a little bit more forward, but it's at an angle. So the knees aren't directly in line with the hips, but they're slightly below the hips, okay? We're going for clamshell here. Hips are stacked with one another here. You'll then inhale, open the top knee up towards the ceiling. Exhale, close it back in. A lot of glute work here. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. So it's like an inhale, open, the rib cage expands. Exhale, draw the navel in, the knees shut. Last three. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. And two. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. One more. Inhale, open. And exhale, close. From here, straighten out your top leg away from your body and flex your foot, okay? This is for the obliques and outer part of your glute. Inhale, lower your foot down into the floor. Exhale, lift it just the height of your hip and actively reach through the heel of your foot. Inhale, lower. Exhale, reach and lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, reach and lift. Last three. Inhale, lower. Exhale, reach and lift. And two. Inhale, lower. Exhale, reach and lift. Last one. Inhale, lower. Exhale, reach and lift, and hold it here. Straighten out your bottom leg. And maybe bring the toes slightly forward, the legs slightly forward towards the front corner of your mat. Keeping your top leg still, point your bottom foot. Exhale, lift your bottom leg up. Inhale, lower. That really turns on the obliques. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, lower. And if you're getting a foot cramp for your top foot, just relax the foot, or you can point it, whatever you prefer. Last four. And exhale, lift and down. Two more, lift and down. One more, lift and down. Go ahead and bring both legs down. All right. Using your hand that's in front of your chest, start to bend your knees. And we're going to do kind of like a one-arm push-up here a little bit. So here's how it goes. You'll then exhale, push yourself up, and you can keep your one arm extended. Inhale, come back down. Exhale, push, lift up. Inhale, come back down. Now, if you want to advance it, come up. You can take your hand that was extended, wrap it around the ribs, and lay down. And then push yourself up and down. Last three, push yourself up and down. And two, push and down. One more, push, stay up here, place your other hand onto the mat, and that's how we're transition to the other side. Okay. So again, you want to turn to your side and then carefully lay yourself down. Again, option, straight arm or hand behind the head. Hand is in front of the chest. We'll start with clamshell. Make sure the knees are slightly forward here. Here we go. Exhale, lift the knee up. Inhale, back down. You can always place your hands onto your hips too to keep you honest, so that way you know your hips stay stacked. So it's inhale, lift. Exhale, zip the abs. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Last 3. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. And 2. Oh yeah, I feel it. And 1. Go ahead and lower your knee down. Straighten out your top leg and flex the foot. Draw your navel in, and then inhale, lower your heel down. You might even feel a nice stretch along the side of the body, which is nice. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Now keep going. Naturally, you're probably looking at your foot right now because I just know everybody does that. You really want to think about looking straight ahead, just so you don't create any tension in the neck. Last 2 and 1. Keep your leg up here. Straighten out your bottom leg and bring your top leg in line with the bottom leg here. Okay, and if you find yourself getting a foot cramp, feel free to point or just relax the foot. Here we go. Exhale, lift your bottom leg up. Inhale down. Exhale, lift. Inhale down. And you'll naturally start to put a little bit more weight onto the hand that's in front of your chest. That is okay, as long as it's not doing most of the weight bearing. We're trying to lift from your inner thighs. Last 4 and 3. That's it. And 2 and 1. And lower your legs down. From here, start to bend the knees. You can extend your top arm out in front of you for our one-arm push-up here. So exhale, lift up, look at the hand, inhale back down. Exhale, lift up, inhale back down. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower. And if you want to advance it, you'll exhale, lift, take the hand, wrap it around the rib, and then come back down. And exhale, press and lift, still a little micro rotation in the top of the rib cage here. And again, exhale, lift, inhale down. Last 3, exhale, lift, inhale down, and 2, exhale, and inhale. Ooh, 1 more, exhale, lift, stay up here, and place both hands onto the mat. I'm gonna go into what's called like a Z-sit. Okay, so I'm gonna have my right leg or one of my legs in front of me with the bottom of my foot touching the other thigh. The other leg is positioned behind me. So if I go sideways, you have my shin back, my other shin in the front. Okay, all right. So this is called mermaid, really good for a nice little side body stretch. I'm gonna take my left hand, I'm going to place it on my left ankle, okay? I'm going to sweep my right arm up towards the ceiling, and I'm lifting up from my ribs. I'll then keep my ear connected to my bicep, lift my heart and my chin up. Exhale, lean towards the left. Inhale, come up. Exhale, lean towards the left. Inhale up, keep going. And if you find that having this much of a deep bend on your knee is troublesome, you can always make the angle from your ankle to your butt a little bit wider, so that way it's not too much stress. My knees are okay, but I know sometimes the knees can feel a little icky in this. 2 more, exhale, lean, inhale up. Last one, exhale, lean and hold. Take your hand, grab your ear, start to look towards your left ankle, and maybe round from the upper rib cage here and get a nice stretch. 3, 2, and 1. And then come all the way up. Look center. Take your right hand, place it onto the mat. Take the left hand, bring it up. Start to walk your right fingers further away from your body so your arm is straight. Bring your right elbow down and stretch and lean. Getting a nice side body stretch here. Okay. Then from here, inhale, rotate your top rib cage up towards the ceiling. So my hips are still facing forward, but but my ribs are starting to open up. And then exhale, look back center. Just some nice lateral breathing, creating space within our body. Inhale, rotate the ribs up towards the ceiling. Exhale, back center. Inhale, rotate the ribs up. Exhale, center. One more. Inhale, rotate up. Hold it here. Take that same left hand, sweep it in front of your face, then down by your hip, and then out to the side, opening up the shoulders and the ribs and the arms. For 3, because we need this, because we're constantly rounded forward holding that baby. 2 and 1. Sweep your arm back forward. Bring your left arm in line with your ear. Use your right arm to push yourself back up. Okay? We'll go ahead and switch legs. Other side. Hope you guys are feeling loose and okay. All right. So, same concept. The legs are stacked. My left leg is in front. My right leg is in back. Okay? Taking my right hand, grabbing my right ankle. I'll sweep my left arm up, and my bicep is in line with my ear. Reaching up out of my ribs, drawing my navel in, creating more space between my hips and my thighs. I'll then exhale, lean towards the right. Inhale, back center. Exhale, lean towards the right. Keep that left knee down. Keep the hip bones down. I should have said on the other side too. And come up. That's where you get the maximum effort for your stretch. Lean and come up. Get taller. Exhale, stretch and lean. Inhale, up. And 2. Exhale, stretch. Inhale, it up. 1 more. Exhale, stretch. Hold the stretch. Grab the ear. Start to look down towards your right heel and round the spine a little bit. Draw the abdominals in. For 3, 2, 1. Come all the way up. Extend your arm up towards the ceiling. Place your left hand down. Walk your fingertips out a little bit so the arm is straight. Sweep the right arm up towards the ceiling. Left palm goes flat. And you exhale, start to bend the elbow and stretch. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. And then find slight rotation by rotating the ribs up towards the ceiling. On the inhale, exhale, look back in front of you. Inhale, rotate the right rib cage up towards the ceiling. Exhale, back down. Last 2. Inhale, rotate up. Exhale down. 1 more. Inhale, rotate up. Just hold that breath here. Just breathe in through the nose and out through your mouth. And then you'll take your right hand, sweep it forward, sweep it down by the hip, and sweep it out towards the side. Ooh, this side is tighter. You might find that one side feels a little tighter. A nice little stretch. For 3, and 2, and 1. And then bring your arm forward in front of your face, back near the ear, and then rotate, place both hands onto the mat, and let's position ourselves to be on all fours. Okay, so for when you're on all fours, couple of key tips here. Fingertips nice and spread, so that way you can stay out of the wrist. And if the wrist still bother you in this position, ball up the fist. Okay, so fingers spread, shoulders stacked with the wrist, knees in line with the hips. And you can even start to imagine you're typing on a typewriter a little bit and press the tips of your fingers firm into the mat to help you also stay out of your wrist here. Okay, so we'll start with cat-cow. Feet can be curled under or relaxed, doesn't really matter. I'm going to go relax today. Inhale, lift your heart up towards the ceiling, like a little mini back bend. Shoulders pull away from the ears. So it's not necessarily the neck that's lifting, because then it gets all crunchy. You're lifting from your throat and your heart. And then exhale, curl the chin and chest, round the spine, and spread the back of the broad line as you lift up the upper back towards the ceiling. There's a good stretch for the middle of the back. And then Inhale, start to curl the chin and chest, or excuse me, lift the head and chest up. Shoulders are away from the ears, lifting from the throat and the heart. And then exhale, nod the chin and chest, pull your navel in towards your spine, and allow the shoulder blades to pull away from each other to open up your upper back. 2 more. Inhale, lift the heart and the throat up. The shoulders are pulling down towards your back pockets. And then exhale, the initiation comes from your tailbone. So draw the tailbone in, curl the chin and chest, and lift the back of the shoulder blades up towards the ceiling. 1 more. Inhale, lift the heart and the throat up. Keep pushing into the mat so you get nice strong arms. And then exhale, curl the chin and chest, round the spine, and push up. Now let's find an in between. We're setting up for a modified bird dog here. So press the knees firm into the mat, and without moving your knees, imagine that you have a ball between them and squeeze the inner thighs together. Again, the knees don't move, just finding that sensation as if you have a ball between. Start to inhale, slide your right leg out along on the mat. Naturally, right, you might start to shift your body weight towards the right to overcompensate and make sure the weight of the body is still even between both hands. Press through the pinky sides of your fingers. And then exhale, lift your right leg up, the height of your hip, and hold that position for 5. 4, keep pressing through your left hand, also 3. Reach longer with the right, 2, and 1. Gently place your foot back down and slide your knee back in. Do a little shimmy and shake, because if you did that well, you feel deep sensation. Here we go. Press through both hands to stay out of the shoulders here. From here, start to slide the left leg back. Send a little bit more body weight towards your right hand. Okay, press through the fingertips of your fingers. And then exhale, lift the left leg up, reach it away from your body. Draw your abdominals in for 5. And 4. Keep pressing through your fingertips on 3. Get stronger on 2. And 1, place your leg down and pull the knee in. Sit back into child's pose. Knees are wide. Chest is down. Forehead is down for a nice stretch. Okay. Have your arms the width of your mat here. We'll do a little modified puppy pose here. So start to imagine there's a marble underneath your nose, right? Roll your imaginary marble forward with your face and bring your eye gaze towards the top of the mat. Press the back of the elbows down into the mat. This really gets deep into that tight area. At least it gets tight for me, the middle of my back, because I'm like, But it is so yummy and so good. And again, you want to lift from your throat. So you don't want to put too much strain on your neck. Just bring your eye gaze towards the front of your mat. We're here for 3. And 2. And 1, lower your head back down, go back in a child's pose. Okay, start to shift your body weight forward. And we're going to come onto our forearms and walk your legs back. Have your elbows in line with the shoulders here. Legs will be about hip distance apart. We're just going to do a little mini back bend here. Okay. Now, really press the elbows down into the mat and towards your ribs. So they don't necessarily move. It's about the sensation. So elbows down, and then I pull my elbows towards my ribs. That allows my collarbone to open up here. I'm now just going to inhale, lift my heart up just a hair, and pause. Look towards my right, roll my neck around in a circle, and then look center. Look towards my left, roll my neck around in a circle, and then look center. Look towards your right and pause. Pull your left shoulder further away from your ear, then look down, around toward the left, and center. Look towards your left, pull your right shoulder further away from your ear, look down towards the right, and then center, and relax. Place your hands in line with your bra line, fingertips spread. Bring your legs the width of your hips, if they're not there already. Do a modified plank. So from here, press your knees into the mat. Draw your abdominals in and have your elbows pull in towards your ribs. Take a nice deep breath in and exhale using the strength of your palms and your core. Push yourself up. We're going to hold this plank here. Ideal position is that the knees are slightly behind the hips and your abdominals are pulled in. You're pressing through the tips of your fingers and you're really trying to activate from the upper body here. Okay? If this feels okay, curl the toes under. Maybe start to straighten your right leg. That feels all right. Okay? And then place it back down. Straighten the left leg and place it back down. Straighten the right leg once again. And we'll do a full plank if it's in your practice. Straighten out the left leg. Hold your plank for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop one knee down at a time. Take a nice, quick child pose. Okay? We'll now finish in a seated position, sitting cross-legged for me, please. Okay? Place your hands onto your thighs. Press them down, growing tall from the top of your head. Roll the shoulders back. Breathing into the nose and out through the mouth. And roll the shoulders forward. That's it. Take 2 neck rolls each way, however big you want them to be. And then reverse. Ooh, I hear cracking mine. And look center. Place the hands onto the rib cage here. And breathe in, pressing your ribs into your hands. Exhale, breathe out, draw your abdominals into your spine. 2 more, breathe in, press your ribs into your hands. And exhale, draw your abdominals. 1 more, breathe in. And breathe out. All right, well, that was our class today. I hope that you ladies enjoyed it. And for those who watched the recording, I hope that this was super helpful. We'll go ahead and take the recording off. And if you guys have any questions, let me know. Oh, cute dog.